What's up, everybody? It's Mike Rashid and Mr. Elijah. All right, so I wanted to continue with the Q&A, question and answers. You guys left a lot of questions that day, so I'm still going through them. All right, so I'll dive right into it. What's the most intense workout you do to train your mind to make it stronger, whether it's mental, physical, or merely both? Well, basically, I guess it's kind of a two-part question. As far as in the gym, a good type of workout to train the mind would be something like 200 rep set, like you've seen me do before when you put 10 tens on each side of the bench press. You rep 10 reps, strip a plate, 10 reps, strip a plate, all the way down to 65 pounds. And then you go all the way back up. So it's a 200 rep set. It's very tough. As CT has said it before, muscle is not getting you through that. That is mental toughness and will and determination. So exercises like that, and also the Iron Marathon, whether it be applied to a bench press, a squat, a leg press, anything, it's going to be very difficult. So once again, these are not tests of strength. It is tests of strength up here. So those kind of very intense, difficult exercises will test your, help you activate that willpower and strengthen the mind. Okay, moving right along. If your goal is to build muscle and reduce body fat and your nutrition is solid, would it be better to lift hard with no cardio or to lift hard and include maybe 20 minutes for cardio? Interesting question. I think that would be on an individual basis. It depends on what your body responds to the best. 20 minutes of cardio, you have to ask yourself, what's cardio? I assume that you're talking about steady state cardio, whether it be jogging on a treadmill, walking on a treadmill, walking on a stair climber or elliptical. I don't think that you're going to get much out of that in 20 minutes. If you have some kind of goal or deadline, I would say wait till closer to your deadline to start doing cardio. Because the longer you're doing it, your body's going to be very efficient at doing it, and it's not going to be that difficult. You won't be getting a whole lot out of it. So that's my take on that. And also your cardio should be, I think it should be somewhat intense. I like to do a second weight training session for cardio if I'm trying to cut weight. So steady state cardio, I'm not a fan of. Not saying it doesn't work. I'm just not fond of it. So I hope that answers your question. Next question, when and if life throws problems at you, how do you keep going and keep training? You know what? Life can be a roller coaster ride at times. I've been thrown obstacles. It doesn't deter me from training. The training does help me clear my mind and take my mind off of my problems. So I would say it helps one train harder. Typically, if you got any buddies or you know any guys that after a breakup, they go hit the gym hard. You know what I mean? So usually that's the gym is a place where you do go to somewhat escape your problems. Not that it will take your problems away, but it will take your mind away from it. So you have at least that period of time when you're not stressing, thinking about the whatever may be perceived as negative in your life. Also, I've noticed at times that I may have been upset, in a bad mood. You want to play the game? All right. Elijah got to go. He got his game. About to start playing. He just loaded it. Tell him peace.
Peace.
All right. So basically, yeah, like I was saying, you can go into the gym in a bad mood. And once those endorphins start kicking in, you know, when you're training, you release endorphins in the brain. Endorphins is a chemical that's released on your brainstem and your cerebellum, and it gives you a natural high. So I don't know if you guys have ever experienced it, but I've experienced being upset with somebody, being in a bad mood. Once I start training, I just let it all go. I'm in a better mood. I feel good. I might start texting them and cracking jokes, and all right, I'll do it in a minute. You know what I mean? So that's the benefit of training when you're under stress. But try not to let things stress you out. You know, you absorb it, internalize it, and figure out a way to make that stressful situation a positive. You know, there's either two things are going to happen. You're going to fold to it, or you're going to rise to the occasion. So, you know, there's a saying, it goes something like, heroes and cowards feel the same fear, but it's how a hero responds to it. You know, it's how one responds to it that's going to make them a hero or a coward. So you're either going to just accept defeat and lay down, or you're going to rise up, you're going to stand up, head up, chest out, and handle it. One thing my father always told me was, when you're dealing with something in life that's very stressful, is beating you down, that's when you keep that smile on your face, keep your head up, and try to keep yourself in a positive mood. No pity parties. I've been guilty of pity parties myself. It's not cool. It sucks. You know, you're very unpleasant to be around. You're feeling sorry for yourself, and you're going to keep yourself in that negative type of mind state. So no pity parties. Okay, so when you're going through something, just keep your head up. You know, it's only temporary. It's going to pass. You know, after what happens after rain? You get sunshine. Okay, the sunshine lasts longer than the rain. So just keep that in mind. All right. Next question. Which lift do you like doing the most, and which lift do you feel you get the most pump from? That's a difficult question. I get pumps from almost every lift, pretty much every lift. One thing I noticed, that on my, I got 2 leg days. Sometimes I'll squat twice that week, and one day, sometimes it'll be just one super heavy leg day with squats, you know, lunges, heavy leg press, etc. And the other day it may be just leg press, a lot of leg extensions, leg curls. And I noticed that I get a crazy pump when I'm not squatting. You know what I mean? Just like when I am squatting. So, and I was talking to my buddy Brandon Ray today, and I was like, why is that? And he said, you got to think about it. When you're doing something like a leg press, you're only using your legs. Because when you're doing a squat, you're engaging your entire body. So a little bit of everything is getting worked, even though the legs are the primary muscles being worked. So when you're on a leg press or something and you're just pounding out, 30, 40 reps, you're going to get that pump because it's all hypertrophy, all work right to your legs, and that's it. So secondary movements do give me a crazy pump. However, I get a crazy pump from squats. I like to, in my typical progression, I'll go up to a heavy weight. Once I get to that somewhat heavy weight, and then I hit a working set after that, I got a nice pump. And then when I hit my burnout, my 30 reps, 20 reps, stupid pump. And I love it. All right. So basically, when I get a lot of reps in, when I get heavy weight in, I get a good pump as well. All right. Next question. I am a boxer and I am cutting at the moment because I want to get leaner. Sometimes I don't eat enough before an intense training and experience that my glycogen reserves are depleted in the middle of my training. I lose all my energy and get dizzy. Do you have any advice for natural foods or supplements that I can take during a workout to prevent muscle loss and overall fatigue? One thing, boxing is my background as well. One thing you got to do is you got to eat. Even when you're cutting, you say you want to get leaner. I don't know if you just want to be leaner for cosmetic purposes, or if you need to drop weight for a fight. Either or, you need to eat. What are you doing, dude? You need to eat. So don't starve yourself, especially don't go into training without fuel. Food is not the enemy. Food is fuel, okay? So you want to fuel up your energy tank. It's just like putting gas in your car. You put gas in your car and you drive it. You're not going to be able to drive without gas in the car. So fill up, eat, give yourself enough time before your training session to let the food digest, and then go ahead and train hard. It's hard to train effectively without energy. You get that energy from food. Food is either going to be stored as fat or it's going to be burned off as fuel, as energy. So you're about to train, so you need to eat. Okay, another thing, take BCAAs while you're training. It's going to help. You can take it intra and post workouts. So that's just you need your brain chain amino acids. You're breaking down muscles. You're breaking down a lot. You're losing water while you're training. So you want to take in your BCAA so you can keep all of that up. All right. Don't starve yourself. That's not going to get you lean. And when you are starving yourself, the minute you eat, your body's gonna hold on to everything that you put in your body. All right. Do you think that loaded push-ups can be better than a bench press? No. If you want to be good at bench press, you need to bench press. Bench press a lot. Do variables. Do pause reps. High volume, heavyweight, drop sets. You name it. Burnouts. There's no substitution for a bench press, in my humble opinion. All right, bench press is one of the best, the biggest the biggest upper body muscle builders there is. So don't skip on your push-ups. All right. So I got to get this boy going on this game. I'm about to show him how to do this. He don't think this old man know how to play, but I can play a little bit. All right. So y'all keep shooting them questions in. I'm gonna knock them out, knock them down. If you got the app, throw the questions on the app. I can answer you directly on there. If not, throw it on Facebook, Twitter, wherever you want to throw the questions at. I'm going to jot them all down. And as you see, I'm just going down the list. I'm not picking and choosing. I'm answering everything y'all give me. All right? Much love. Peace.